Rakim and BG. Let's just say that right quick.
And what's
Then
up with Nipsey? Like, is he ever dropping? Are they ever gonna drop the music from him or no?
who?
Nipsey.
That's a good question. That's actually a good question.
Cause I saw they have like his brothers opening up the marathon store and shit. I'm like, fuck, it's a hoodie. Like, where's his music at?
But at the same time, too, I'm kind of glad that they didn't drop no music because I don't want them doing no shit that they did to Pac's posthumous albums and
Yeah, but
shit.
I'm sure he has unreleased stuff. He has to.
Oh yeah, he always has to, yeah. Especially
Like,
with
drop some fucking music, yo. Like, they trying to push this fucking merch down our throat. Like, yeah, buy a marathon hoodie, and I ain't buying that shit. I want the music. I got
yeah,
enough hoodies.
them niggas be treating merch like everything these days. It's not
Yeah,
even
it's
funny.
like the nigga only released one fucking official album before he got shot. Like, y'all talking about buy a hoodie. Like, fuck out of here.
Hell, re-release the Crenshaw mixtape John wants.
Right.
Re-release.
Exactly. Re-releases mixtapes that's unavailable. You ain't buying no damn hoodie.
What else is going on? So apparently there's some more beef in the female hip hop world. Apparently,
With untalented bitches, right?
yeah, because you know Ice Spice dropped a new album,
Mm. Didn't hear
and
it. Would kill
yeah, I'm
us.
not. You know, apparently she threw shots at Cardi B and Lotto because you know that's what these female rappers do.
That bitch is a bodega hoe. You
You
kill
said
less
what?
about what she's a
You said
bodega hoe. I could care less about what she have about.
what?
No, I don't listen to none of these people. Like, they're not gonna be here in 5 years. Could kill less.
That part. Everybody wants to be like Nicki. Everybody wants to be like Cardi. Everybody wants to be like this person. You play that not like this video game yet? Yeah. Hey yo,
Yo,
you play that not like this video game and shit?
nah. What is that?
It's pretty much just Kendrick whacking owls. That's pretty much the video game.
No, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
They need to like make an official game where they have both him and Drake in the ring and he's busting Drake's ass. Like in real life.
Like
You
for
know?
Def Jam Fight for New
Right.
York
And
shit.
then at the end of the match you have a Toronto Raptor come and just bite Drake's head off.
Speaking of Toronto, this nigga Drake got booed off his own fucking hometown. That's how you know you're losing your battle.
Right? 'Cause they realize that he's not the sixth god. You know? You had your run. The run is over. Kendrick beat your ass. You know, take a break. Go do some acting, take care of your kids.
Right, that
You
part.
know, make your fans miss you. Like I could kill it. I could kill less to hear another Drake album right now. Not interested. I didn't hear the last one. Could kill less.
Oh well.
Acting like this nigga saved hip hop or some shit. Hip hop will be fine.
I saved hip hop.
White skin savior.
Now you know how I feel about Justin Timberlake and shit.
He nobody said he was a savior, nigga.
He's
I just prefer Justin solo than with his boys. You know, I was never an NSYNC fan, so
same.
like when he left, I'm like, oh God, thank you came to your senses. They were holding you back.
I never liked NSYNC. Never.
Never cared for them. Backstreet Boys, never cared for them. 98 Degrees.
Backstreet Boys were dope. Because they were probably before boy bands became enough motherfucking novelty.
Listen to
Speaking of which, they have a documentary about boy bands on Netflix and shit. That dirty
them.
pop shit.
Oh god, about NSYNC.
Not all the boy bands like Lou Pearlman and all that shit.
I ain't watching that shit. I don't like none of them people. My boy band was New Edition and New Kids on the Block. So if it ain't about them, I can kill us.
Yeah, New Edition, New Kids on the Block. What else? What else? What else? Two more things I gotta mention. So apparently, there's some beef among the Facts of Life girls and shit.
What's wrong with these motherfuckers? Everybody just beefing,
So
and it's all from people that's irrelevant. Like you only been heard from in 40 fucking years, and they beefing about what?
apparently, Mindy Kaling, the girl who played Natalie, she said that 3 years ago they were supposed to have a reboot of Facts of Life.
A reboot.
Yeah, get this. They were supposed to have a reboot because
Uh,
they did that whole live in front of that Norman Leah live on the stage, yada yada
uh,
yada. So she went on a radio show. She said a quote unquote greedy bitch sabotaged the reboot because she wanted to speak spinoff for herself.
ooh,
And apparently, allegedly, they're talking about the girl that played Blair, Lindy Witchell, because they said that the girl was not in her Instagram for a couple of years. And Kim Fields was in her Instagram. The girl that played Jill was in her Instagram. But the girl that played Blair was not in her Instagram. So everyone's pointing the thing at her. All because of a fucking reboot that never happened.
so they're giving Blair her own spinoff.
Allegedly, she wanted her own. So allegedly.
Like recently or like 40 years ago.
Like 3 years, like 2, 3 years ago. When all that.
Who's watching that? Who was watching that? Though? So people want to see a middle-aged Blair with kids, and like who's watching that? Come on, I wouldn't even watch that. Like, what are they doing? Stop it!
They
Like,
really mad. No, I have to think about this shit. They really mad over their reboot.
I
Let's
wasn't watching no reboot of that show. Like
40
some shit that
David
I
Cole
grew up on, I wasn't watching no reboot of that. Like, I refuse to
David
watch a reboot of
Cole
Martin.
for over 40 years, right?
No,
Very sister. That
no,
wasn't they got mad because of this.
come on, leave it in the past.
If,
Next
if,
thing you
if
know, Todd
Charlotte,
Bridges' ass gonna wake up and say, "Oh, I want a reboot of Different Strokes." With who? With who, nigga? You know what I'm
if
saying?
Charlotte,
Like, come on. I'm not watching no reboot of shows that I grew up on. That's not happening. I don't want to see a Facts Life reboot. We don't need a Different Strokes reboot. I'm not watching the reboot of Martin. I'm good.
it
That's why
was a
that shit was legendary. Leave that shit in the past, where it belongs.
it was a greedy bitch comment from me. I'm just like, wow. Yeah,
That's funny.
Mm. Also, I haven't been watching the Olympics yet. Have they been showing the breakdance and shit yet or no?
No, that's in August. They doing it.
Oh, it made it seem
Yeah,
like that.
they're not even talking about it. I'm like, I was just talking to one of my peoples last night about it. Like, there's no platforms or blogs talking about the breakdance, and I'm like, and they're saving it towards like the end of the Olympics. It's not even in like early on. It's not like an early event.
Oh wow.
I'm like, y'all are like saving this shit for last to show who are they showing? Like other than the basketball that people are talking about and the gymnastics and swimming, what else is there? What, badminton? I'm not watching that shit. You know, there's nobody good in boxing for the U.S. Like what the fuck are they doing? Like they decided to have this breakdancing in of the Olympics, and they're saying it for like towards the end of the Olympics. And who's judging it? We still don't know who the judges are.
Probably some
You know what I'm
white
saying?
people.
Like if you bought Snoop Dogg and Flavor Flav to Paris, they need to be judging that event. Because other than that, why the fuck is Flavor Flav doing water polo? What the fuck you know about water polo?
What?
Yes, he's doing water polo.
What the fuck?
They got my dark skin hip hop dude in what doing women's water polo? Like for what? Who's watching that?
Water polo.
Yeah, women's water polo. Who's watching? I haven't watched water polo in fucking years. Why would I tune in to watch it because Flavor Flav was a part of it? That makes no sense.
It don't make no sense. And that's why I was worried about this shit.
I'm
Because
still, I'm
everybody
still trying to figure out why Snoop is there. I haven't seen Snoop cover an event yet. Like he's just been dancing around high as fuck with the torch in his hand. What exactly is he doing over there? Like he's not a mascot, so what is he doing over there? He's not the flag bearer because LeBron brought in the flag. So I'm still trying to figure out what exactly is Snoop over there for. You know, they're not talking about it at all, and I don't understand that. So what's the point of having it as an event and you're not even covering it?
clout. That's all it is. Clout.
It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace, and all these podcasts and blogs need to start talking about it. So spread awareness so that people can know, like, yo, they having the event in August, and it better be on prime time either. It better be on a prime time and not 3 in the morning on some obscure fucking cable channel.
We'll just have to see. And now they're talking about both Beyonce and Rihanna doing deals with the Olympics and shit.
For what?
Trying to
Why
promote
she
come out
push a
trying to
part of
promote
it? For what?
Kamala Harris.
For
Trying to
what?
promote Kamala Harris and shit.
For what? Why exactly would Beyonce and Rihanna be there? Like, what are they swimming? Why are they there? To do what? Are they commentating? Like you're there for what?
Promotion for their brand.
Whose brand? Are the Olympics or theirs?
Theirs.
Well, we don't need them there. Nobody asked for them to be there.
Shit.
You
Well,
know, what is Beyonce supposed to get black people to tune into the Olympics? She probably not even fucking watching her damn show. So why would everybody else watch it?
shit, I'm ready to start whenever you are.
Let's go.
What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing? It's your boy Reg in the building. Got my homeboy trying to build with me.
Yo,
Before we start, want to give a quick rest in peace to DJ Polo. You know what I'm saying? Damn, the Juice Crew has just been losing people left and right. We lost Biz, Mr. Magic. Now it's DJ Polo and shit like that. So I'm Granddaddy IU. I know I'm missing a lot of people, but
yeah.
Polo, he did a couple of early records with Cool G Rap and everything like that too. The One Dead or Alive, Road to the Riches, Live and Let Die. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to him. Definitely a key factor to like the Juice Crew. Um, we've done all the Cool G Rap and DJ Polo albums as well too. So you know what I'm saying? So you guys want to check those out. It's all on my channel. Also, on this day of, even though this anniversary is going to be 2 days later, I did like this album. I do want to give this album some love. We talked about this album in the past. It's Chic with the Risque album. This is actually their third studio album. Love this fucking record. You know what I'm saying? This is literally one of my favorite disco records that ever came out. I think next to the first album, this is actually my favorite album from them. You know what I'm saying? This was known for songs like Good Times, My Forbidden Love, everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? My Feet Keep Dancing. You know what I'm saying? This might be like the most disco heavy album because when I think of Chic, I know they did their first album, which it was disco, but I still kind of compare them to like funk music, especially with some of those bass lines and stuff. But this album right here, they went fully in the disco route and everything. Wait, we talked about no, we didn't talk. He said we talked about the first album and said She. We didn't talk about this one.
Yeah, we didn't do this one.
Yeah, but yeah, what do you think about this album? Man?
I ain't hear it. So can't tell you if I ain't hear it. Stay tuned for the review.
But yeah, man. Yeah, we will talk about this album eventually. I thought we did, but it was the first 2 albums we talked about. So yeah. All right. Now today's album we're going to talk about
EPMD also. EPMD, Business Done Personal.
Oh, that is an anime that came out
Yes.
today, right?
Yep. Mary J. Blige's first album was the 4-1.
Let's talk about EPMD. Let's give that album some love. Hold on.
Last night it
This is
was yesterday was Fat Joe first album.
eh. I
Like
love
his
the album. Oh, I don't feel like talking about Fat Joe.
his first three are his best shit ever. Anything after Down Cut Jenna was hit or miss.
Down Cartagena,
Yeah. The album
aka
that Big Pun wrote for him. That's really Big Pun's
right.
album.
That's why everyone likes it because it's pun shit.
Yeah.
All right, so EPMD's Business Never Personal. This album came out today on 1992. Um, this was a very controversial album, not because of the music itself, because of the fact that they had that robbery that Pierre Smith went through. That a lot of people said that Eric Sermon was behind it, even though Eric Sermon declined it, of course. And during the finishing of this album, they were kind of beefing with one another. And even when they did like the headbanging video, apparently they almost came into blows with one another too. But this album was like a lot more darker compared to like the first three. They had like a darker boom bap kind of sound to it, like songs like Headbanger, can't hear nothing but the music. Ooh.
Can't
Um
hear nothing but the music. I'm slipping.
Oh baby dee dee
Yeah.
dee. No, you know what was my favorite song?
Uh,
Play the next man. Dun,
Whoa. Don't play
dun,
me. Play the next man.
Paris Smith went in. That's like probably my favorite Paris Smith verse ever came out with.
Definitely.
Like, I was wondering why you went to work every day. Oh yeah, that's what maybe to get extra pay. Like that nigga. Woo.
Yes.
Who killed Jane? To me, the
Who
best
killed Jane? Who killed Jane?
because that one was talking about like police brutality in a way too.
Mhm.
It's going down. That was also on the Juice soundtrack,
Yep.
and of course their most successful song on this album, Crossover.
Whatever you want. Whatever you need.
Oh yes.
Fire.
Like that was their most successful song, and they were attacking mainstream rap. That's the crazy.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's the crazy part, man. But yeah, I've done a review on this album years ago. Maybe I might re-review it again with you because I definitely need your opinion on it one day.
I
But
thought we did this on my channel too.
we did,
We
yeah, because
did.
I did it on my channel and I did this on your channel.
Yes.
Yeah,
And if
okay.
y'all missed it, too bad. Go back and watch it.
We've done so many shit together. I can't even
Yes.
keep up.
Classic fucking album. Now, this was the first album that I bought from EPMD. This was I remember going to the Wiz back in '92 and picking it up, and that crossover song did it because once I saw the video on Young TV Raps, I was like, yo, I gotta get this.
Right.
And then I seen the hardcore posse cut was fire, and the DJs were just playing different songs from the album. So by the time I picked the album up, I already knew the songs. Boondocks and Mike Doc, all that shit, man. All that shit is fire, man. The Das Effects collab coming at you.
Yes.
My favorite EPMD album right here, definitely. Five Mics.
Now let me ask you this one question.
Uh,
In terms of 1992, which one had the best album? EPMD's Business Never Personal, Redman's What the Album, Das Effect's Dead Serious, OK Solo's Time's Up.
I love Redman's album.
Okay.
Sherman did all of that production. I love, but him EPMD and Redman. That was like my two favorite in '92. Das
Okay.
Effects was great. K Solo was dope. That needs a remaster. They need
It
to
does.
definitely remaster that album because that album sounded like shit on me. But I gotta go with Redman because Eric just outdid it. So that's one of his best produced albums to me all time.
I
You know what I'm saying? Before Redman was doing his own beats, like Eric gave him all that funkadelic shit on there. It was just phenomenal.
right. Yeah, man. We definitely got to show love to K Solo at some
Yes,
point because that's
definitely.
another. That his first two album was only two albums. They got some
Mhm.
underrated Eric Sermon shit too. So
Yeah.
all right. So the album that we want to talk about today, still on the Artist Sunday vibe, we're gonna do the Talking Heads of Little Creatures. This album came out on, give me 1 second, June 10th, 1985 on Sire Records, produced by Talking Heads themselves. You know what I'm saying? This album came out with singles such as "And She Was," "The Lady Don't Mind," and "Road to Nowhere." All right, so Talking Heads consists of like David Byrne, Chris Friend, Tina Weymouth, and Jerry Harrison. At this time, they had already came out with the "Stop Making Sense" movie, which that's a movie I'm going to talk about eventually on this channel. So stay tuned on that. And that was like the biggest peak as like a live act. And it got to the point where David Byrne said that he felt that the group shouldn't perform live anymore. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to go on that Beatles route and everything like that too. Because after a certain time, the Beatles stopped performing live, like around 1966, 67, one of them years and shit. And yeah, they were working on this album, and pretty much they really wanted to do something very different compared to like the extravagant productions of like Remaining Light and Speaking in Tongues in general. So what they want to do is they want to connect to their Americana and country roots with some of the songs in here too. They want to make like a simple pop album, if that makes sense. And this caused a lot of people to say that the group sold out. You know what I'm saying? Because they felt like the MTV era coming out, everybody was like I mentioned to you before a couple of days ago. Once MTV came out, all these motherfuckers want to do music. All they want to do songs. They can easily do a music video too. You know what I'm saying? Hey, everybody want to be like Michael Jackson. Everybody want to be like Prince. They can't all be like MJ and Prince.
That's why I didn't like all the '80s R&B because everybody was trying to do what Michael did.
Yeah, it's like everybody want to do a music video. They want to do a song, but you can easily do a music video. Prime example, Rockwell, Somebody's Watching Me.
So God,
I know you know that song.
get a record deal. That nigga.
You said what?
How he get a record deal?
He was Barry Gordy's son.
I know, but why did he get one? That's what I'm saying. Like,
I
why
have a
did he get
feeling
one?
somebody's watching me.
His only hit that, and Michael should have kept that for himself.
That did sound like a Thriller's joint in a
Yeah,
way.
an outtake. Yeah, Michael should have kept it for himself.
Shit.
Holy shit! Rockwell.
And so yeah, so I have to go back to like their debut album and everything like that too. Yeah, Q Talking Heads. Sire was owned by Warner Brothers too, so they were all under that same family and shit. But don't expect Talking Heads and Ice-T to do a song in these upcoming reviews, unfortunately. Anyway, so I have to go back to like their debut album and like the looser way they would work on the song. I felt like they were trying to do something going back to their roots instead of selling out because ironically, this was their best-selling album to date. I thought it was Speaking in Tongues for a minute, but they said it was this one. I was like, oh wow, this one. And spoiler alert, this might be my least favorite album from them up to this point. Spoiler alert.
I don't like none of the albums, but that's just me.
You said what?
So I don't like none of the albums, but that's just me.
I know.
I hear like one or two good songs on each album, and
Yeah.
I make a playlist out of that.
Yeah, I feel you because, like I said before, Talking Heads are an acquired taste to a lot of people. So
Like snails.
stop. But we only have this album and two more albums left. So
Thank you, Jesus.
yeah,
You're torturing me. Why do you do this?
I thought you liked Talking Heads. I thought you
No,
liked.
I said I like one or two songs. You said, "Oh, let's do the whole fucking discography."
Yeah, because that's what we do here. I mean,
Oh God,
don't worry. This week is gonna be a banging ass week for you.
thank you, Jesus.
You got some heat this week. That's what I'm gonna say.
Redemption for Reg.
You said what?
Redemption.
You said redemption.
Yes.
Now you know you do this because you love me. You put up. That's why you do this shit.
Unfortunately, if it was anybody else, I'd be like, no, don't bother me.
I feel you. But that's the thing about this channel. We always do the unexpected. Because who else will get a review on this album?
That's for sure.
Because like I'm just gonna be real with you. The next album is like a step up over this album, and the last album I kind of consider that to be overhated. But we're gonna get more into that in the next couple of weeks. Also, to stay tuned because we're gonna talk about the next artist breakdown we're gonna do after this one. It's gonna be two artists, so stay
Two
tuned.
artists. Wow.
R&B,
Oh,
yes. So stay
okay.
tuned because I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it up for y'all. I'll make it up.
Yes.
Cause I know I was out on a break for a good minute, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna come out with some bangers, and I'm gonna text it to you too. Hold on, I'm gonna put on a private chat.
Nice.
One of them is an R&B group from the '80s. The other one is a controversial R&B singer.
Uh-oh. Is it R. Kelly?
Not yet, because we done a majority. We done a majority of R. Kelly albums though, so
He said not yet. So that means you got more R. Kelly stuff coming?
yeah.
Oh wow.
We stopped at the TP2.com album. That TP2.com is coming soon.
Yeah, that's right, we did.
But I put on the private chat.
Oh yeah, I do remember you telling me this. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna start that probably.
Oh, yeah.
I might start one of them next week.
That second artist is gonna be real controversial. So
yeah, because I'm gonna explain after we do this review. I'm gonna explain that. Don't worry. But like I said, I'm glad this album only has like 9 tracks because there's not that much I can talk about with this album. Let me just pull up my notes. And like I said, I'm an honest fan. So if I say something is not good, it's not good. It's not no hard. It's like me being honest. I think I can't like everything, you know. Cause you know with hip hop, if you don't like an album, oh, what's wrong with you? Oh,
right.
you're a hater. You're a
what's
hater.
wrong with you? Why you hating?
You're a hater.
Right.
You don't know what it's like to be young and black. This coming from
You're too old. You're a boom bap head.
Right.
Gangsta ain't hot no more.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I've heard it all. I've heard it all.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna start off with the first track called "And She Was." This was like the first track on the album. I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't really care for this track too much. It had a more looser, laid back kind of REM poppy kind of feel to it. And that's the thing. A lot of these songs kind of have an REM kind of feel to it, which I'm like, I never really cared for them. But I know that's your group, though. I know that's your group. But...
No, I like one album from them. I ain't hear all these stuff yet. Now I might still hate them. You know.
You said, "Oh God."
I ain't hear all this shit now. I heard like 1 or 2 albums from them.
Okay.
Let me hear at least 4 or 5 before I start claiming them.
Yeah, because I heard a good amount of that shit too. I was like, I think I like the Murmur album more, but I've never really been a group. That's never really been a group. I just say, yo, let me put on some.
There was a time when I liked Wiz Khalifa shit. Now he make crap, so I had to disown him.
Yeah.
So.
Hell, there was a time I tolerated Drake's music, and y'all know the rest.
Right.
But yeah, and she was so. The story with this song was like song was about like a hippie chick or some shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? And it just talking about how she loved her life and everything. So you know, it's not really. I don't know why they started the album off with this song. I'm gonna be real with you because the first 4 tracks, I'm gonna be real, were kind of weak. So some of them I'm just not gonna have a lot of shit to say. But this definitely was a track I could have seen REM do. You know what I'm saying? It has that kind of like smooth melodic kind of feel, and then the video was pretty cool too. And the music video actually got nominated for best group video, best concept video. And that's one thing about this album. The music videos pretty much saved the album. Again, MTV era, but we'll talk more about that later. What did you think about this record?
I don't like it. Next.
Right. How many songs did you like from this album? I'm just asking.
To me, 2.
Okay.
And it's like maybe 2 or 3 other ones that the beat was okay.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
All right.
Next song is called Preacher. Excuse me. Give me back my name. I do not like this song. I do not like this song itself. They were trying to do some country shit with this one. I don't want to hear Talking Heads do country music like that. You know what I'm saying? I said that before we did the debut album. Like, and Dare Burn, he just sounds old as fuck on this record. I don't know what it is, but you know how back in the '80s, a lot of them classic rock acts, or a lot of them acts in the '60s, they all of a
Right.
sudden had comeback hits, and then they just sounded all dried and like Beach Boys, Kokomo, Kokomoko, whatever
Mhm.
that trashy song was. Um,
Kokomo.
what else? Billy, you said what?
Kokomo. That's what it's called.
Yeah, that stupid ass song.
Mm.
Ooh, I wanna
That,
take you
that shit
to
remind me of
Bermuda.
Uncle Jesse. Uncle Jesse used to play that shit.
Yeah, he was in the music video.
Yeah,
That was
that's
when.
why I said it should remind me of Uncle Jesse.
Yeah, that was when he was trying to be a beach boy for a brief second.
Right.
I'm like, okay, Black. I know Mike's in the building. Mike might know this reference. I was like, okay, Blackie, come on now.
Mike was good.
I know Mike might know that reference and shit, but yeah,
Kokomo, we'll take it fast and then we'll take it slow. That's where we wanna go. Yeah, not a
another
fan.
song. Yeah, another song I like, but I'm a little tired of. Billy
Uh,
Joel's "We Didn't Start the Fire." I like that song. That song,
uh,
it was that weird era. All these rock acts were just trying to come back with hits in the MTV era. They all
yeah.
sounded old because the drug and alcohol kicked their asses and some shit. But I don't like the way David Byrne was singing on this record. I didn't care for this record like that. What about you? Hello? Yeah, I think try this. Fuck. Hold on.
Nah, you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, I said I ain't care for it.
Okay, cool. All right. Next track number 3 we got is "Creatures of Love." Again, this was an okay song. You know what I'm saying? Country, bright pop kind of thing, majig. You know what I'm saying? So, believe it or not, he's actually talking about like sex on this record like that too. You know what I'm saying? And they never really actually talked about a lot of this shit before this album, which is kind of interesting. You know what I'm saying? But lip songwriting wise, I do like it, but execution wise, it could be a little bit better. So I do like the guitar work on this record though. This one's pretty alright. Hello.
Yep,
Okay, I think he's.
I
I
ain't
can
care
hear you
for it.
now.
Terrible.
Are you gonna get for it?
Not care
I'm
for it.
not mad about that. I check number 4. The Lady Don't Mind. Now this is the part of the album where it's like, even though the album is not as good, I'm still blown away. This is when I started to get blown away by certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Very unique song to say the least.
You know what I'm saying? This was actually the first single off this album. It features Lenny Pickett on the saxophone. You know what I'm saying? And you guys know I'm a huge fan of saxophone, and a lot of '80s music. They were throwing them saxophone tracks out of nowhere and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? But this one was pretty dope. It was pretty unique though. I fuck with it.
Did not like it.
Got you. All right. Track number 5, "Perfect World." Very dope. This is the song that should have started the fucking album, if you ask me. This is a song. It kind of reminds me of like "This Must Be the Place" from the Speaking in Tongues album.
that whole bright pop kind of ordeal and everything like that too. This is actually the first song I remember hearing from this album and stuff like that too. I remember when I used to have Pandora, and they used to have this song playing in rotation and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? So I like the whole frivolous lyrics that this song has and everything. So not a bad record.
I like the beat. The beat was fire. I like that.
Yeah, that beat was fire. All right. Track number 6, Stay Up Late. Again, this was another cool song right here too. You know what I'm saying? This was actually inspired by the birth of Tina and Chris's son Egan. You know what I'm saying? Very cool song. You know, just of course talking about babies keeping you up at night and everything. So it was alright.
Yeah, it was cool. I ain't care for it.
Right. All right. Track number 7, Walk It Down. One of my favorite songs from this album. The bass line from Tina. I don't know if it was just me, but it sounded like they were influenced by Zap, more bounce to the ounce. Like had that boom, 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 like that kind of 80s funk bass line. But I felt like that was pretty unique for them. You know what I'm saying? Um, Very cool song and everything like that too. It has some David Burns expectorate singing and everything like that too. And I know I fucked that word up, but hey, fuck it. But yeah, this is a pretty cool song.
Right. Don't like it.
All right. Track number 8, Television Man. My favorite song off this album. The longest song off this album too. You know what I'm saying? This one is pretty much the most Talking Heads-esque song they've ever came out with for this project. So what I got from this song is like he's kind of calling himself a television man, and everything he does around him is like pretty much controlled by his identity in TV and everything. Because you watch so much TV, all these images around him just started coming up. You can't tell the difference between fact or fiction and everything like that too. What I liked about this song was like the second half where they have like this call and response African rhythm, like that hey boo boo, hey nah 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 like that. And then you got these like hard ass fucking drums coming out of nowhere and stuff like that, and it just takes over the rest of the song. Very dope drum work from Chris Frantz, by the way, when it came to that record and shit like that too. It definitely you can tell the influence of P Funk, Fela Kuti, all that shit with this record and stuff like that. And yeah, this is a favorite of mine. This definitely is a favorite of mine.
Like the beat. It was
Yeah, I knew
cool.
this was a song you like to beat too. I knew
Yeah.
it. All right. All right, next record we got, I think it's the last record, is Road to Nowhere. Um, this one okay was pretty cool and everything like that too, you know what I'm saying? It was pretty cool track. Nice way to end off this album and everything. So yeah, not really too much to say about this. It has like a apocalyptic kind of feel to it, but they're all happy about it and shit. The music video was also nominated for Video of the Year, but it lost to a video from Dire Straits and stuff. So yeah,
Not a fan.
got you. All right. Overall, this album to me is probably my least favorite from them, and it has a lot to do with like the sequencing. Like the first three, four tracks, I felt like it kind of like drug the album down a little bit. It has something like the sequencing. Like when we talk about fan mail, they threw in like the weaker tracks in the beginning of the album. Then once the album starts getting good, it's like, oh yeah, album over and stuff like that too. So this album definitely screams 1985 in terms of music and everything. I know, like I said, a lot of fans love it because it's like their best-selling album. A lot of diehard fans say it's like eh. I'll give it like a 2.5 out of 5.
Straight rap. Don't like it. I like two songs. Yeah, it's not for me.
I feel you. All right, and that concludes that. I'm gonna say a few things before I head out because I gotta get some rest for work. So the next artist Sunday, like I said, is gonna be two artists. I might have one dedicated maybe like Tuesday or Wednesdays. So the first artist I mentioned was the Force MDs, which we're gonna start talking about them very soon. And then there's also gonna be another artist I want to concurrently talk about. It's gonna be Chris Brown. And I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, Chris Brown, oh, Chris Brown the devil, all that bullshit." But the reason why I want to do Chris Brown was because a lot of artists, there was an issue on social media talking about is Chris Brown like worthy of GOAT status now, and some shit like that too. Because they were trying to compare him to Michael Jackson, of course, with his tours and
He's
everything.
not Michael. Well,
He's never,
nobody would be Michael.
nobody would ever be Michael. You're right.
He is nice, but he's not Michael. He'll never be Michael.
So I thought to myself, well, let's just go down his albums and shit because everyone let's see what they have to say about his albums and everything. Not a credit, he did drop a lot of crap. He did drop a lot of crap. And I'm not really looking forward to them 3 disc albums. I'm gonna be real with you
I'm
guys.
skipping that shit. I am not. I am not listening to no triple disc of Chris Brown. That ain't happening.
Yeah, because like I said, a lot of those songs sound the same too. So I think when we come to the triple disc album, we might not do the track by track. We'll just say,
Yeah.
what's your favorite tracks? Like,
If I have any.
Yeah, because like I said, I heard those albums and there's like 3 or 4 songs I liked in full and shit. But when we get to those triple disc albums, we'll see what we want to do about those. Because yeah, I'm not gonna sit down and listen to those 60 something songs or whatever.
Yeah.
But the Force MD's one, that's gonna be like a more chiller one and shit like that too. Because we feel like the '80s R&B and everything like that too. Especially that early days of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? When they were flirting with R&B and New Jack Swing, all that shit. But yeah, man. So tomorrow at 11, we're gonna have a double review for y'all. We're gonna do Freeway and Jake one with the Stimulus Package album, and we're also gonna throw in the Dom Kennedy. But I didn't know he dropped some new shit. Shout out to Tribe for sending me this. He got his new joint too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to find a name of it. What's the name of it again? Because you sent it to me.
What you mean?
The Dom Kennedy album or EP you sent me.
Oh, the EP is Addicted to the Underground.
Addicted to the Underground. So yeah, I definitely want to check that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's gonna be tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Also, too, I got some shit I'm working on myself, trying to come up with some pre-recorded shit. Cause like I said, I've been so busy these past couple of weeks. Had some bullshit to get out of, but I'm back trying to get my shit together. So, anything you want to say before we head out?
No, not a damn thing tonight.
Not a damn.
Not a damn thing.
Yeah. Also, too, I'm gonna also do another video with Lashia this week. Me and Mike gonna do another video. We're gonna do a movie review. I'm not gonna say the movie yet because it's a controversial movie. That's all I want to say. So, shout out to Lachia, shout out to Think Different TV. And other than that, I will see you guys when I see you. I appreciate this try as usual. Peace.
Peace.